EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Three yards remain for second down. That they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down, Chicago.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. On the counter, this is Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 33.
Now a run with Akers. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup at 4.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Rams nothing.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's all the way past the 25. See, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Rams nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards.
And at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll run here with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Going up top for Cup. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him. And they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Bears 21, Rams 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Second and 11. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's Cup. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's now second and 10.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. He's going to take another shot here. is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
On the deep ball. It's third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Taken down by Kyle Fuller. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Play after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll look to throw. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, nice nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about it in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Running right through him. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Now they try the right side here. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight for about 40 yards there to the 13. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Third down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. This to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They're more athletic now.
Loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Side and complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Gun. They'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Side is Cup complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Had to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Cameron Diggs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this 2nd half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the 2nd half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing? It's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the full return touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Bears first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And now they lost the football. And the Rams have got it going the other way. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they are going to score on the field return. Touchdown, LA. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
scores the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Bears.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. Yes,
you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Raymond on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. And they bring this one back to the 29. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This will make it into the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Below Nichols in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
6-yard line.
Complete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain